Hello, what's going on? So I have officially been in Korea for 1 year and 6 months. That's nuts. A year and a half. A year and a half of my life I have been here. I apologize if you can hear my washer going. I'm doing laundry. It is a bumpin' Friday night here in my household. When I first came, I made a bucket list of things I wanted to do and I wrote it down in my diary. So I bought this at Target like before I came. Hopefully nobody, I should cut that part out. Or blur it. Okay, this is my diary. I don't use it that often. The last time I wrote in it was, oh my god, I wrote a lot, whatever I wrote about last time. No, surely I didn't write in it in April. Okay, yeah. Here we go. September 17th was the last time I wrote in it. I go months without writing in it because nothing that interesting happens. But when I first got here, I have like 1 week until departure, 3 days until departure, in air, SFO to Beijing, Beijing airport, in air, Beijing to Busan, 4 days in Korea, 18, oh, then I jumped to 18 days. Okay, so after my 18 days in Korea entry, I have this thing called Things I Want to Do, which is like my Korean bucket list. So in honor of 1 year and 6 months, I've decided to check in how I'm doing thus far. So I know I haven't done everything because I actually looked at this maybe 2 months ago and made little checks. There's only 7 things on here, okay, but some of them were more ambitious than others. And if you know anything about me, you know that I'm super lazy. So most of the time I just stay in Jeonju. This past summer, I guess my second year has been a lot more adventurous than my first year was. I've traveled a lot more internationally and within Korea. I've just done a lot more things. So yeah, my first year I was kind of a homebody. Okay, I was really a homebody. I never left Jeonju for a few times. But now I had a very adventurous summer, okay? Summer 2017 was very adventurous and I'm hoping to continue those vibes now that it's fall time. Okay, so there's only 7 things, like I said. Number 1, go to every province and every special city, including Jeju. I have not done this, but I'm not doing too bad. Okay, so let's see. I should get a list, but I'm using my phone to film. Let me get my computer. Okay, here we are. We're on the Administrative Divisions of South Korea Wikipedia page. My favorite. Okay. Okay, so number 1, Seoul. Seoul, special city. Been to Seoul. Okay, if I had gone a year and a half without going to Seoul, there would be some problems afoot. Been to Seoul. How many times have I been to Seoul? I don't know, 4, 5 times maybe? I don't go that often. I'm not one of those people who goes every month, but I go. I've been. Busan. Been to Busan. Obviously, it's an hour away. Been to Busan. Daegu. Never been to Daegu. Incheon. Been to the airport. Does that count? What else is there in Incheon? I don't want to offend anybody who lives in Incheon or is from Incheon or something, but Korea is Korea. So I have been to Incheon. Gwangju, I went to Gwangju for a frisbee party this summer that I crashed because I'm not an ultimate frisbee. Daejeon, never been to Daejeon. Ulsan, never been to Ulsan. And Sejong, never been to Sejong because I don't really have a reason. I want to go to Daegu, but I've never been to Daegu. I don't know anybody in Ulsan or Daejeon or Sejong, so haven't been. Alright, Gyeonggi-do. I've been to Gyeonggi-do because I've been to Suwon because I went to the Under-20 World Cup. So Gyeonggi-do. Gangwon-do. I've never been to Gangwon-do. When it's the Olympics, I'll go to Gangwon-do, okay? Because that's where the Olympics are. Chungcheongbuk-do. Never been to Chungcheongbuk-do. But I have been to Chungcheongnam-do because that's where Mud Festival was in Boryung. See, I'm not doing so bad. Jeollabuk-do. Been to Jeollabuk-do because I've been to Jeonju. Jeollanam-do. Yes, because I've been to Gwangju, but I also went to a beach a month and a half ago. The tail end of summer, I went to a beach in Jeollanam-do around Mokpo. Kind of? Wando? It was Wando, more like. Gyeongsangnam-do. I live in Gyeongsangnam-do, but I've never been to Gyeongsangbuk-do. I haven't been there yet. And I haven't been to Jeju. So I'm not doing too bad. What is that? That's not that many that I haven't been to. I don't know when I'm gonna go to North, or Chungcheong, Bukdo. Don't know when that's gonna get on there. Or Daejeon, Sejong. I don't just go places to go them. I like have a purpose. But yeah, I do want to go to Daegu. And Gangwon-do. I don't know why I would go to Gangwon-do if not for the Olympics, but not doing so bad, okay? I think I can accomplish going to every province and special city before I leave. Even if it's just, like, I literally just go to say that I went. I think I can do it. Okay, number 2 on my list is go to Lotte World and Everland, which I also have not done. But I do feel like I'm gonna go to Everland soon, like, because people keep asking me, and I don't know, I feel it. I feel Lotte World and Everland are in the pipeline this year. I just do. Okay, number 3 that I still haven't done is take the express ferry to Fukuoka. So if you didn't know, there is a ferry between Busan and Fukuoka in Japan. And it takes about 3 hours. And I heard about it when I first came here, and I thought, oh my god, you can go to Japan in 3 hours? Whoa, so cool. But the flight to Fukuoka from Busan is 30 minutes. And I still would like to go to Fukuoka, especially now because my friend Jihei is there, and she actually works on one of the ferries that goes between Busan and Fukuoka. So I could have even more incentive to take the ferry. Or I could just take a plane and be there in 30 minutes and visit her for the weekend. But yeah, so this is, I haven't done it yet. Maybe we'll do, or maybe I'll just take a plane. But I will go to Fukuoka, okay? So number 4, in my opinion, is master all forms of Korean public transport, which I have. It has taken me like probably about this long, or maybe certainly not my first year, maybe my first year and some change to really feel like I have, but yeah. Taxis, well, okay, they're like semi-public, private, whatever, but taxis are a monster. Taxis, buses, subways, trains, inner city buses, like there's the in the city buses and then the intercity buses, Shiway, Gosak. Yes, done it. I've been on the ferry. I guess the only thing that I haven't done is travel domestically by airplane. But that's an undertaking, okay? That's like, yeah, that's an undertaking. But I've become so comfortable and confident in my ability to travel within Korea that kind of it's just like, I don't really care. That sounds weird. But I feel safe enough that where it's like anywhere I get dropped in Korea, I can find my way back home, which is cool, Like, that's a cool feeling. So number 5 is go to a performance of one of my favorite K-pop groups. Did it. I got to see Infinite at Busan One Asia Festival last October. Oh my god, it's been like a year. Back when they were 7. Where's Hoya? Yeah, so I got to see Infinite. I got to see a ton of groups at the closing ceremony of BoF. SHINee. I got to see SHINee. I freaking love SHINee. SHINee, and I saw BTS and Twice and AOA and like I saw G-Friend. That was great to kick off a bunch of people. Knock out a bunch of people I've seen. I saw EXO CBX. Still never seen #1 EXO bae Chanyeol in real life. He eludes me in real life, so he lives on my whiteboard. Okay, number 6 doesn't really have like a threshold for me to gauge it by, but if I'm gauging by when I wrote this list to now, accomplished. And it's just simply learn more Korean. And I have checked this off because the amount of Korean I know from when I wrote this list to now, I have certainly improved, okay? Alright, and number 7, which is something I have accomplished, and I feel like I just wrote this on here because I really wanted to do it, but the way I worded it is like, I'm embarrassed by it, which like, kind of. And so it says, go stand outside the big three for a spell. So if you don't know, the big three are the big three K-pop agencies, SM, YG, JYP. And I wanted to go stand outside their buildings and not even like see an idol, just like see the chaos. Like see the other girls waiting outside. Like, you know, apparently people just sleep out there and they don't take showers. But so I did do this when I went to Chuseok. Bleh. When I went to Seoul last Chuseok. So my list only had 7 things and I've completed 4 of them. But like I'm on the way to completing number 1. Like I've made some real progress. There are only like, what, like 5 more places I have to go? Yeah, and the other 2 should be easy enough to complete. Like I'm not rushing it. I still would like to do these things before I leave Korea, whenever that is. But, you know, just enjoying my life. And I'm doing pretty good. I'm not just wasting my time here, which is kind of a constant fear I have because I do just stay in Jeonju so much. Yeah, I'm proud of myself for how far I've come. I think my April, or maybe this was May, spring 2016 self who just arrived in Korea would be very happy with where she is in Korea right now, what I've done, how I'm living. Yeah, if I'd go back and tell that girl, I'd say, relax, everything's gonna be okay. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, I will see you when I see you. Bye bye!